I'm going to remove at least some of my baubles. It's actually a headband. So, good evening. I am consuming, this is not real beer, this is ginger beer. I really wish I knew if they had, you know, they are local as in Georgia. But anyway, I really like it because it's really spicy and it's good. So anyway, yes, I am still kind of reeling from the other video I did the other day. Um, it's probably linked somewhere up here. So about how science is finally catching up with the rest of, ancient knowledge and things of that nature. So um, that I'm seeing and feeling like how we live in a non-real world and we can make it whatever we want to make it. And I know that sounds kind of like what, but again, if you watch my other video about how I feel like once you take away some of the basic needs that people strive for, humans, like food and shelter and clothing, that kind of thing, and then the needs for attachment, the needs for validation in some situations. So again, you'd have to watch my other video. So again, check it out. But yeah, it is becoming, I guess, more and more real scientifically for people to understand how manifesting works. And it's always been kind of funny to me that, when you watch television or watch movies, you see magic a certain way, right? And that's what you kind of expect in the real world, you know. But it is, but it isn't. And I'm gonna adjust the camera. It isn't, but it isn't. And like television or the movies, and it's just remarkable how what we call magic is unexplained science. And it seems like the world of manifesting is science. Yeah, so check out that other video. But anyway, a part of my other video, the same video, I talked about the moon and things that I've heard about the moon. I happen to be drawn by the moon. I've always been drawn by the moon, so that's a part of what, I guess, what makes me me. And so I track mostly the new moons and the full moons. So this year we're having a solar eclipse of the new moon, October 25th. Officially about 6:45 a.m. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, new moons are when is most people say best to put out your intentions for manifesting, starting new things, proclaiming new things, that of that nature. And then the full moon is where hopefully you see the fruition of it all. So it is a new moon in Scorpio, solar eclipse. So yeah, so lots of great things, I think, or at least for me, because I'm a Scorpio. I'm just gonna be transparent, and I know that people, I don't know why, I have a theory why, and I might explain a little bit later, but it's very interesting when you have so much potential And that is all, in my opinion, stars aligning for potential of so much happening. I didn't track the outer planets. Like, I do dabble a little in astrology. I try not to talk about it too much on this channel because um, I don't know. I just, I don't want people to get confused and not think that in the end they have all say so, no matter what your stars might say, you know? But if anything, it's just like, it is basically weather conditions. Conditions are good for blah, 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 you know? So that's how I see astrology. Conditions are good for, or conditions not good for. Um, and too many times it seems like more people are into astrology, which is great, but then they're still kind of misconstruing a lot of the placements. And, you know, even spiritual people that I've run into, like things like the whole Mercury retrograde thing. It's like, y'all aren't getting it. It's like, it's, yeah, don't do these things because these things will happen. Now is a good time to reflect. So that's how I see Mercury retrograde. Just, you know, as a side note. But anyway, new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is known for transformation because Scorpio also knows its duality. And I think maybe that is what scares a lot of people. Most Scorpios know they're good and they're bad, and they are very much friends with both. And you have to be a master of what it is Scorpio is. Anyway, I think a lot of people don't like thinking about their dark side when we literally make friends with our dark side. Sometimes a little too hard. So, in Scorpio, transformations, new moon, new. And I don't know, even it being on a Tuesday has kind of a spiritual meaning. It's where you gain your power on a Tuesday. Let me look that up just to make sure. So yeah, I also try to have like a grimoire, but I'm kind of, it's basically a journal, y'all. It's basically a journal. Like, you know, you cut and glue stuff. Like, here's 3 of them here. But have like an official thing. This is my inner work thing. So, you know, it's, you know, Scorpios, we know ourselves deeply. And it seems like this year for me, I've started to learn myself even more deeply, and definitely having to do more inner work and more self-reflection, and really looking into what makes me me, and is that something that I'm okay with, you know? And we've got look of, because yeah, recently I have been meditating, like I said, more with inner work. Like I said, look at the previous video. Releasing toxic people out of my life. I guess as a side effect that I probably should, you know, let people in on is like, I think I lost like 10 pounds without even trying in like 2 months. And it looks like I'm losing more. So I don't know. So, yeah, it's something to be said about really going in there and, as I say, doing the inner work on yourself. Don't ever confuse like life coaching with therapy. I am a life coach. I am not a therapist, you know. So I can't prescribe anything. I can't diagnose anything, you know. So when people come to me and they say, well, what, I feel like I'm a blah, blah, blah. It's like, I look, so, you know, all I do as a life coach is help coach you towards your goals. Okay, but you got to know what your goals are, and I guess that's a lot of the inner work that goes into play. So yeah, so let's see the spiritual meanings behind days of the week. Tuesdays ruled by the planet of action and energy. Mars is a great day for getting things done. What did I say? Boom. Yes. Okay. Tuesday is a perfect day to launch forward with projects, make decisions, and get ahead, especially when it comes to your career. The energy of the day will also help you to start making progress in all areas of your life and is excellent for getting in tune with your passions. Look, what did I say? Okay. And then Tuesdays are also, or days of the week are also ruled by planets too. So guess what planet that's ruled by? Planet of action. Mars. Scorpio. Who you fooling? Y'all, I'm just releasing it all on tonight. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so yeah, I say, look, if you are out there looking to make changes, you've got a few days to get it together. Really, really, really think about what it is that you want, need. No, not need, what you desire in your life, because part of manifesting is you can't, everything is now. There is no time. Everything is now. So if you're saying wanting, you're saying you don't have it. Okay? So expressing gratitude for what is coming to your life. And this is something that I really want to make a separate, and of course I could easily make all these separate videos, but there is, we've been saying this for a long time, right? About how you've got to feel, well, you're always manifesting. You're always, wherever you are manifesting. And do a 360 spin around yourself in whatever dwelling you're in some form or fashion, you got yourself there. Okay? You got to start taking hard looks at yourself. So of course, that's again with inner work, you really got to look there, say, I did this in some form or fashion. So once you've done or started, because it's never really done, once you started into your spiritual journey of inner work, then comes those ideas of, do I really want these things in my life? If, if all signs, point towards yes, again, sorry, you got to adjust the camera, then you've got to get your magic on, okay? And feel what it feels like to be in whatever it is that you're manifesting. And there is science to this, y'all. The heart brain coherence. Your brain and your heart do speak to each other. There are actually three brains, but the heart and the brain, when you're calm, based on your heart, your brain knows it, realizes it, it is in a calm state. Visualization goes into superdrive. And then, just like the video the other night about the, Pulitzer Prize winner in physics, you realize that all of this around you is an illusion, and you can make it what you want it to be. All the work I've been talking to you about, the RAS, you believe it, your heart believes it, your brain will start to see it, because they just found out locally all of this is not real. But it's as real as fun as we can make it. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm just giving away so much information. But anyway, during a new moon, literally all the checks are checked in on this, okay? Being on a Tuesday, a day of action, getting things done. Mars, action, getting things done. Scorpio transformations, okay? New moon, new beginnings. All of these things are just, it is time, friends. And like I said, I've been feeling this for a while. I haven't done rituals in a while, but I feel like, of course, you're always manifesting, but rituals are fun sometimes. You know, things like lighting a candle or something, you know, getting in the bathtub kind of a thing. So, but I think for this October 25th, I really do want to do a bit of a ritual. I don't know if I want to be on camera live at all. Maybe partly, I don't know. So, just respond in the comments and I'll see. But it's going to be a very powerful, at least 3 days. So maybe even, I don't know. This is what I would do. I would actually be doing my workings like Monday night, overnight, okay? And because I have to work in the day, there's some things I can't, so I can, do some things, but then other things I can't, if that makes sense. I don't know. And yeah, usually moon phases are still pretty strong up to about 3 days afterwards. Sometimes a lot of people like to do them like before to get even more potency. More potency. Because again, video I just did, I'm telling you, there's some things here. We are ruled by electromagnetism, and if the moon is blocked in some kind of way, then it allows for less intrusion, right? So I don't know, I'm just putting it out there. So yeah, I've got lots of things that I have, worked on, been working on, it all at the same time, having like this spiritual upgrade. It feels like it's kind of, yeah, it's daunting. It is daunting, I'm not gonna lie about that. And it's just really exciting almost daily to just be like, oh, I don't know. It's wonderful. It's joyous. It hopefully is fruitful. So yeah, like I said, I have a few of my journals out. This journal, I don't think I have even written in it. Yeah, this is just, oh wait, no, I have some things here. But I have my life book. I will share yet again. I've shared this a few times, and this is just, for me, it's like the combination of like a vision board and scripting. So it's like 2 in 1, and putting it together is awesome. So let's see here. I want to, okay, I haven't written on these yet, but you find things out of magazines or newspapers or whatever, and you definitely work to try to really embody the feelings, right, in a way that is present tense. Always remember, it's always now, right? So that whenever you are reading back on it, that it is always continuous, right? It's always continuous. Yeah, so, I mean, I've written in these. feeling definitely a lot more peaceful in my life. With, like I said, almost daily revelations and things, and playing, you know, almost literally with the universe a little bit, and just seeing like, well, I mean, maybe, you know, maybe I'm getting it together. Let's see. You know, I'm not coming, you know, with anger or whatever. It's like, I'm curious. Is this really happening? Am I afraid to have this happen? You know, so there's a lot of things where, you know, people say they want things in life. And again, you know, I can go into the whole like emotional intelligence aspect of manifesting. Super important. It is so important not to know your dualities or quadralities, you know, so it's important to know who you really are. And I say this, you know, in caution for, you know, people who think that they were expecting like this easy road to whatever. You say these magic words and things just happen. And honestly, I cannot lie and say that it is not gonna kick your booty, you know? But you will be okay, no matter what. And even then, you're still okay. This has been a grand experiment. And other things I've been up to. So yeah, like I said, a lot has been going on. So I'm working on a book in a workbook. Yeah. So, and you know, me being a school teacher still, I'm not saying this as an excuse, but they have us working at home too sometimes, you know, so it's not where I can just leave my job when I leave there. Sometimes I'm still working, but it is an interesting balance that I'm definitely acknowledging, pushing back on. I want to get these things out and available for people. I don't know if I'll be holding any groups anytime soon. I'm, you know, also going into a couple of other modalities that I need to, you know, just get some training on and that I'm interested in. So I might not be holding any kind of classes, but I could at least offer I don't know, some journaling prompts for people. So, you know, so just let me know. Anyway, all right. So made it this far. I hope you got what you came for, because yeah, watch all my other videos. All right. Bye. Take care.